Okay, so today we'll be looking at USDCAD. Right now I'm on the daily time frame. We'll be looking at the daily and the 4 hour. So let's begin and see what USDCAD has for us. Okay, there's a bullish channel here, an ascending channel on the daily. Let's also make it visible on the 4 hour. Okay, so there seems to be quite a few, not really a lot, but a few dynamic supports on uh, on the daily here. Seems to be a pattern in play too. Right. Actually, let me just. And if we look at resistance, we have it over here on 1.36 500. 1.36 500. Over here on 1.36 500, we have our local resistance, our local supply level, and price has been traveling in this ascending channel ever since 2017, 2 years ago, on the 12th of, actually on the 8th of September. Came back again to make a higher low on the 1st of February, on the 1st of February 2018, last year. Okay, so this ascending channel seems to be solid. It's quite solid. So if you look properly as well here, within this ascending channel, right? There's an ascending wedge too. There's an ascending wedge too. This this trend line that I just added clearly shows us that the dynamic support, this dynamic support and this dynamic resistance of the ascending channel. These two, both these two, they form an ascending channel. Both these two, they form an ascending channel. No, not an ascending channel, an ascending wedge. So from this ascending channel, within this ascending channel, there's slightly an ascending wedge, right? Price hasn't really came back. Price only made a higher low on this ascending channel once over here, as we said earlier on, as we highlighted it earlier on. So price hasn't really broke below this dynamic support over here, and it's been bouncing on this dynamic support for a long time, for a very long time. How many times? One, two, three. So it's over here. One, two, three. So right now looks like it wants to come back there again. It's actually approaching, because if we go to the 4 hour, let's say to the 4 hour, let's say to the 4 hour, I'll just make it appear on the 4 hour too. Once. Time frames, 4 hour. Okay, right. Okay, so let me just add the dynamic resistance over here, because it seems to there seems to be another ascending channel here. So there's an ascending channel within an ascending channel, but on a smaller time frame. On a smaller time frame, the 4 hour. Right. So I don't really like the way it appears here, so I'm just going to delete it and add a new one. Right. I'll just add a new one. Then if we scroll back, right, right, much better. Much better, eh? Okay, so this is what I'll just do with it. Right. I don't know. I think there's another dynamic support over here. We could actually just once add this dynamic support, but nah, let's not add it. It's okay. Let's just focus on the current movement of price over here. So if we also look at it properly, there's a range within this ascending channel on the 4 hour. There's a range. Price has been ranging, made a double top over here, double top. This is the second top, and then it made a double bottom down here. This is the second bottom. Here by 1.33750 and up here by 1.35. So prices is on a 130 pip range on the 4 hour. Hasn't really made any move yet, but it's approaching. It's slowly but surely, approaching our dynamic support down here. It's slowly but surely, because if it does continue to range, it will eventually hit the dynamic support. Or it will eventually hit our dynamic support over here, down here, right? Or just for insurance, how's about we just add this trend line, so that we see how price behaves when it gets on this trend line, right? Let me just shorten it a bit. It's quite long. Right. Okay. And let me just decrease the width. Okay. Okay. So it seems like we also have ourselves, when we use this dynamic support that I just added right now, and this resistance up here, the 1.35 resistance, when we use both these two, we'll actually see that price is forming a flat top triangle, right? With this being the flat top, and with this being the triangle. So both these two, they make a pattern. They make a pattern. They make a flat top triangle, right? So when price gets on this dynamic support, we'll see if it bounces, because we'll be having support as well. The 1.34750 support, right? So it may be a good buy, it may not be a good buy. We'll just see the behavior of price action once it gets there. You know, we can't really be sure and say that price is going to be bullish once it lands on the dynamic support down there. You know, that's just not how we do it. You see, right? So this dynamic support is just there for us to see how price will react when it once it gets there. I'll do an update of this analysis. Today is Wednesday, so I'll do an update probably Friday or next week. If I do it next week, I'll do it before next week Wednesday.